Hello everybody, how lovely again to be back with you. I've got quite a lot for you this evening. You've just got me, I've got no guest this week, so you'll have to put up with me. I'd just like to just explain to you something that I've discovered. There's two things. There's one that I'm going to explain, and there's an exercise for you to do now while I'm on air. The first thing is, Spirit found me when I was little, when I was young. I was only 4. And I got to a point where I actually used to be in my room and I used to have my ears closed and ask them to go away. Because when I was at school, I thought I wasn't a popular person. But I found out that the reason why I wasn't popular, because I didn't know how to open up to Spirit and work with them and then close down. I'd be out and I'd be invited for tea at somebody's house. And it was like I had Tourette's. I just used to sit at the table and I just used to come out with stuff without even realising it, even to a point where it'd be so personal. I'd be telling the person that we're having tea with that a dad was having an affair, somebody was ill. It was terrible. It was just all on me. So I got to a point where I didn't understand it. As you know, with previous shows, I've told you about my gatekeeper, Ernest, but I've also told you about when I was 18 and I realised that I got a guide. So what I've done is I've used my guide throughout the years to ask me how to close down, open up. Now, people say to me, is it safe for me to develop when you do an online course in my own home? And I've said, of course it is. We protect, show you how to shut the lower side out. I show you how to do a house cleanse occasionally, because if you do work at home, you're taking on board a lot of other people's problems. So to get rid of the stagnant energy that is around you, so we feel a bit sluggish and trudgy, us channels, and also people in everyday life do, because you have friends that come round and they'll tell you the problems and they go away and you just feel drained and you don't understand. So when I do my courses, I always show you how to do an house cleanse. Anyway, my guide has come up with a technique that I've just piloted, and I think it's brilliant because everybody has spirit around them. They just don't realise it. Some people need something physical to focus on. So I said to them, because I don't use any tools myself, which is not bad. It's not bad not to use tools. It's not bad to use tools. There's brilliant card readers out there. People sometimes use cards or rune stones just to connect with spirit. But they came up with this technique. So they told me to write a book. So I wrote a book with 28 pages of an interpretation on each page. And they said to me, you need to get some stones. So I shopped around for stones where I could use a Sharpie to write on, and it rubs off. So I thought, I can't do that. So luckily, my partner, he does carpentry, and he made some little wooden blocks, and that was brilliant. So what I did, got 28 blocks, and I got 28 interpretations, and I opened up to my guide, and he said to me, right, think of either a number or a letter or a symbol and write it on the block for each page. So I took that in, wrote the symbol or the letter or the number on each block. So when somebody pulls 6 of those out, that interpretation relates to that person. So I thought, great. So then he said to me, now forget about the ones with the interpretation, just hold what you've drawn on your blocks and come up with another interpretation and write them down. So I did. So then I used them again for people to try, absolutely spot on every time. So he said to me, right, so what we're going to do, we're going to do a course. So I do this course, and if you go on to my Instagram on tracyposkitt.medium, please, because one, I've got a draw for a free reading going on there. And also as well, if you go on there, we can get back in touch with you regarding the course. So the idea is that I teach people, they get the pack with the blocks and they get the book and they write their own symbols on the blocks, and then I show them how to open up to spirit and get their own interpretation and write it on the blocks. And then on the third week, because it's 3 hours, it's going to be one evening a week for 4. So the first week, I show you how to open up and shut the lower side out, do the house cleanse, and get your symbols or your numbers or your letters. The second week, I show you how to write your own interpretation from your blocks, your numbers, and your symbols. So you've got my interpretation for you to get your own guidance from, and you've got your own interpretation to use for everybody else. So the fourth week, then, I say to you, bring somebody in with you into your house while you're doing the course, because it's online, and I'll show you how to read them, because also it's how they fall, and if they're reversed, it means something different, and if they're on the side, it means something different, but if they're right way up, it means what you've written. So I'll show people how to read them. The fourth week, then, I also show you how to do a business plan and how to get yourself out there so that you can actually, if you want to earn some money from this, you can have a business from it. And it's worked brilliant with the pilot. This is going to be out from the second week of October. So you must go on Tracy Poskitt .medium on Instagram. You need to follow me, and then when I've got everybody on there, I'll do a shout out of when we're starting to take all the registrations, and then you can register. Now you get the blocks delivered. It doesn't matter what part of the world you're in; they'll be delivered to your home, ready to start, and then we'll have the 4 weeks. So also as well, when you do then have friends around and we're all on banter like we do with our friends and they've got problems, you can help them with the blocks, and it's brilliant. It gets people communicating. It helps you with your siblings if they need a little bit of advice as they're going to university or college or starting on the career, or they've got a relationship problem. You can help them. And it stops people from just constantly sitting at a computer, especially the young ones. It gets people interacting. It gets you having a proper conversation with your friends. You're not taking on board their debris because you're helping them. And it's absolutely brilliant. Now, to make it affordable, because you do get the pack, you get the bag in it, you get the book in it, you get the blocks in it, you get the special pen that you need to write on the blocks, and you get all that. And you also get the 4 weeks, and the 4th week is also, like I say, guidance for you to start your own business. And that is in sterling, English sterling, that's £150. So please go on tracyposkitt.media, and I can then announce on there when it's going to be opened up for registration with all the information of what you need to go on to register. And also as well, if you do go on my Instagram, then you will also be in a draw for a free reading. And I'll be announcing when I'm going to be doing my free reading night as well as being on the TV doing readings. I'll be giving a free reading evening. So get yourselves on there. Let's get me up to me 12,000 followers. I'm up to nearly 11 now. So let's get there and just interact with me. Just don't wait just until, of course, please carry on watching me on TV and listening to me on the radio. But also as well, get involved. It's brilliant. Now, just quickly before we start getting a caller, because I'm going to be doing a reading. People that have lost pets, just to prove to you that they do come, just think for a second of the name of your pet in your mind that's passed over to spirit. As you've thought about it and you absorb it and you take that name in and you think about your pet, what I want you to do then is I can't do it for you or you won't see me, but you need to put your hands to the floor and then lift your hands up from the floor very, very, very steadily, and you'll feel the change in the energy. It might be like a blowing, it might be like an energy, it might just be colder, but no, it's not high enough for your windows or anything. But what you need to do is you need to lift your hands up and you can feel it. That's your pet actually visiting you, letting you know that they're all right. And you can have that nice feeling, and you can do that anytime that you want. So I've had a lot of people just recently that I've done readings for that have lost a pet. And I think it's lovely that you can connect. So I asked my guides how we can do this. They gave this to me, so I've told people in the readings and they've been amazed. So put your hands on the floor, rise them up, and then you'll feel your pet. Right, I've just got a caller coming through, and the name is Joy. So have we got Joy? Hello?
You do, yes.
Hello, Joy. How can I help you?
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm better than the weather in the UK. It's been raining today, but
you're in the UK, huh?
I am. I'm in the UK. I can tell with the broad accent. Not very fluid. So what can I do for you today?
Oh, I don't know. Just kind of want to know what's going on or what's happening.
Sorry, just say that again.
I say I'd like to know what's happening, what's going on, or what to do with my life. I don't know.
Right, well, first of all, what I'm going to say to you is that you're a lady that if I was to see you, which I can't, but if I was to see you, you'd be there and you won't be sat there all worried that I'm going to talk to you like you are now.
I can't understand what you're saying. I can't understand. It's like a garble. I'm sorry. I can't understand.
Right, can you tell what I'm saying now?
Yeah, I understood that.
Yes, so you're the type of lady that constantly around everybody around you has a smile on your face. But inside, you feel as if your body is on a trampoline. It's very up and down, up and down, up and down. I feel with you as if you've had a lot of debris, especially connected to your relationship side of your life. Does this make sense to you?
Part of it does. I didn't hear the end, though. It went out again.
Right, to do with your relationship side of your life.
To do with my relationship?
Yeah, I
didn't hear the rest. I can't hear it.
Can't you hear me?
I hear you now.
Right, so I'm getting energy for you around your relationship side of your life.
Okay.
I feel, have you got a relationship around you now?
No.
Because I'm getting a relationship that you've had around you where you've put a lot of energy into a relationship, you've not had it back in return, and you've had to walk around with a barrier up and just think, right, I'll get there on my own. You've gone through all this emotion on yourself without telling anybody too much about how you're feeling, and it's not stopped you from taking other people on board around you. Also, as well, you are a lady that's always stood on her own. You've not taken from anybody, and you've just had to really, really work really hard to keep things on a level when it comes to your financial side of your life. And I'm feeling for you, I can see the energy, even though you are feeling as if you don't want a relationship in your life. I feel that you've given a lot of your energy in the past, and it's put this thought in your mind. I can see in front of you, and I keep getting November here, and I can see you being somewhere very naturally. It's not going to be online. It's not going to be on a computer. And I can see you meeting someone naturally. I feel this person is going to be really lovely. They're going to be on their own. They've not got the debris of anything around them. So they're just absolutely just exactly what you need. someone that doesn't want to come and take over your life, but someone that wants to come and join you in your life. They
that
haven't
sounds
got
good.
anybody pulling at the heartstrings. They haven't got anybody that's going to be like this around them, and you're going to have to swallow a big piece of humble pie, because for the first time in your life, you are going to be treated. And I love this for you. I feel this is just what you need. I really feel as if you're just going to move around and you're going to enjoy all the social aspects to this. Also, as well, I know that you will never, ever, ever split from this person. However, what you will do is you will join a bond, you will have the companionship first, and then it will bond into a relationship. By the time you're looking at February of next year, for the first time in your life, your financial situation is going to start going on a gradual upward spiral. You're going to be able to say, right, I can do that because I want to. I also get that if I came to visit you in your home, you have a lovely energy around you, but I don't feel settled in your home for you. I feel that there's a move in front of you, but I want to say to you, don't jump into anything, because as this relationship unfolds, even though they are in their own independence, they've got their own place, you'll love it, but I feel that within 12 to 18 months of this relationship, this person will ask if you would like to come and be together full time. If this happens, and if you make a move now, you're going to feel, oh goodness, I've done all this moving and now I'm about to move again. So I would say to you, if you can just sit tight, it's only going to be until November when he comes around, and February when you're in a better financial situation. I've also keep getting the energy of father here. Is your father passed into spirit?
Yes.
And he wants me to look you. I can't see you. I don't know whether you can see my eyes, but I want to look at you. I want to put my arms around you. I want to apologize for not speaking from my heart. I also want to say to you two things. I love you and I am proud of you. And he wishes that he would have been more connected to you, right, in life,
Right.
with his heart. And saying that you have always, always stood on your own 2 feet from being young. You have always had to do this. He wants you to know that he is settled where he is, that he wishes that he would have given the time, and then when it come to the time of him to pass over, he did not have the chance to get this out. And he wants you to know how proud of you he is, how much he loves you. And this person that's coming into your life, even including your father, will be the best male that you have ever, ever, ever met in your life. Next year, you are going to be smiling from your tummy. You are going to be smiling from your tummy. You are going to be very, very content. You are going to be very, very happy. And you are going to have a influence around you that you have never had. And your father apologizing for this.
Good.
He's also
How about
telling
my
me
health?
that I can't talk about, I'm not allowed to talk about health. The only thing that I'm going to thing that I am going to say to you about health is, one, I'm feeling very trudgy, very sluggish. You would go and get yourself a tonic. Two, I'm feeling achy. I'm talking to you and I'm aching. All in my bones, I'm aching, and my muscles, I feel heavy. I feel that because the stress is lifting, some of the symptoms are going to go. But what I'm going to say to you, I can't talk about any particular medical conditions, but what I am going to say to you is that the medication that's taken a while for you to get sorted is finally going to put you on a level. There's nothing else to come along to add to the existing health that is conditions that are around you, right? But when there's the stress lifts, you're going to feel better. I get medication that's going to put you more onto a level, and I get you feeling better than you have done for a long, long time. Don't worry. Don't worry about this, what's coming, because it's good. It's what you need. You should have had it a long time ago. Instead of you being stuck in a situation before in your life where you've put everything into it and not had it back in return. Oh my goodness me, this person, and I'm not a religious person, but I'm going to say is being heaven sent to you, right? And this is
nice.
difference in your life. So I hope that's helped you.
It did. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You're very, very welcome, Joy, and thank you ever so much for calling me.
Thank you for calling me back.
You're welcome. Thank you.
You have a good, well, let's see, it's late there. Have a good night.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Joy. Right. Well, I want to just say, I might have left it a bit too late now just to get, I could take one more caller if there was one knocking on the door and wanting to come through the studio. But there's not enough time, but not to worry. Right, so what I want to say to you is there's an exercise that you can do for yourself that's going to make yourself feel a lot better. I've told you about the course, and this is one of the exercises that I do on the course, right? If you can sit and you can imagine that you've got roots coming up into the ground and wrapping themselves around your legs up to your knees, and as it's wrapping itself around up to your knees, it's dragging up all the problems that you've had in your life up to date. And then what I want you to do is I want you to imagine that there's white light being pushed all the way from your knees down to your ankles and into the ground, taking all those problems with them, transforming those problems into healing energy for the good of you. Just think about yourself for a minute instead of everybody else, and just feel that energy leave you. And when you stand up, you will actually feel that your feet are heavier. Don't worry, as time goes on, it will get lighter and lighter. And as the days go on, over the next 2 days, you will feel really, really better within yourselves. Now, also as well, I never covered Virgo, did I? And I promised I would. The guidoscope that I write in the magazines. So what I'm going to say for Virgo is I can see people that are having relationship issues, major relationship issues. I know that there's going to be some guidance coming from somebody else. Somebody else is going to tell you something about the other party in the relationship, and it's going to make you feel a lot better about the situation. I know that this is going to bring about communication between the two of you. Cards are going to go on the table and you're going to feel better. Also as well, I get for Virgo, it's the time to look out there. If you're wanting another working opportunity, at the end of this month, start looking, because they're giving me an application form. Get that application form out there. Don't feel, because you Virgos at the moment are feeling like you just want to keep all your security around you. Don't worry about the security of your working situation where you are if you're not happy. It's a massive energy saying that Virgos are just about to turn a corner to do with their career. So if you're looking or you're thinking, like I've just said, that you're stuck in a situation for the security, get those application forms out there. Don't forget again, I know I keep saying this, we've got the draw for the free reading on tracyposkitt.medium Instagram. Get on there for the followers. Let me draw you out and hopefully you get a reading. Also, then I can let you know about the free reading night I'm going to do. And also, I can give information about the DIY Reading Blocks course. It's not too expensive. It's there for life. It'll take the stress off you with your friends around you that might be pulling you down with problems. And you may be able to have a little business for yourself. So I just really hope that you've enjoyed your time with me this week. Next week is going to be amazing. It's going to be very, very uplifting. I'm going to be doing another reading, and I'm sure next week I've got the lady coming on that is a songwriter, and she's beautiful. She won't be able to play. We won't be able to play her new track, but we'll get her singing for you. So what I want you to do is please think about, for those of you that are wanting to start reading, think about it. Doesn't matter if spirit have not come to you of what you know, right? So don't forget, that will help you to own. And don't forget, you that have lost pets, put your hands on the floor, bring the energy up, think about the pet you've lost, and feel their energy with love, and just enjoy the rest of your day if you're out of the UK, and the rest of your evening if you are. I want to say thank you very much, and lots of love to all of you. And I hope that I've given you some insight. I hope Joy's enjoyed the reading. And also, when you do a reading for somebody else, there might be someone that's got same issues. You listen to the guidance that's being given. You might get something out of it just for yourself. So without further ado, I'm going to blow you a big kiss and a hug, and look forward to seeing you all next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.